When growing up, there were some kids who actually knew what they wanted to be. Well, I was never one of those kids. I don't remember thinking to myself, man, you know what? When I grow up, I want to be this, I want to be that. But I remember my dad told me once, when I was little, I said, I want to be a businesswoman. Now, I don't remember saying that, but maybe it's because what I've seen while growing up, that was my surrounding. I don't know. It could be, right? But fast forwarding to today where I am, who would have thought? Are you one of those people who are interested in joining U.S. Army? Well, I'm saying U.S. Army because that's what I'm currently in, and I actually gone through the process, so I know what you need to do, right? This video is for you. Now, let's say you growing up, you want to serve your country. You're very proud of your country. You're proud to be in this country. I'm currently overseas, but you know what I mean. I'm talking about USA, right? It has been something you always want to do, but you have no idea where to start from or who to talk to or what the process is. Because sometimes when you ask some people something, they just never go straight to the point. Well, this video is for you. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the entire process of taking the test, talking to your recruiter, and having your shipping date all the way until you ship to basic training. Now, I am going to try not to make it too complicated, just straight to the point. All right. For number one, doing research. I definitely recommend doing research. So let's say you find the branch that you want to join. So here's the thing. Once again, I'm going to be talking about U.S. Army, right? Let's say you want to join U.S. Army. Do not go talk to somebody who's in U.S. Air Force, right? Because yes, we are military, right? But each branch is different. So yeah, definitely go talk to somebody who already served in or who is still in. So do your research. Find out about the job you want to do, what you're interested in. Ask questions, right? Ask questions. So also do not rush. Take your time to actually search and understand what you're getting yourself into, right? For number two, is to actually go and talk to a recruiter. So let's say you did your research, you found out about the job that you are interested in doing, right? And or any questions that you may have while doing those research. And do not ever think that the questions are dumb. No, the recruiters are there to actually help you. So any questions that you have, bring it up. And while doing research, also write stuff down. How many times have you said, you know what, it's okay, I will remember. Then literally 2 minutes later, we don't even remember what we said, talked about, right? So write those questions down, and once you get to the recruiting office, ask away. Now, how do I get to a recruiting office? Let me tell you, recruiting office, I think nowadays they're everywhere. Right? You can never miss it. They're everywhere. So just go on the internet, search recruiting office, and whatever city you're in, they would just pop up. Just go talk to them, right? Number two, which is bring me to number two. Go talk to a recruiter. Hey, I'm interested in joining. This is the job, this and that. Then the recruiter will, all right, bet. Right? While you're there, you're asking questions. Obviously, he's going to explain you the steps, right? In order to get to the point that you want to be, he's going to tell you ASVAB, which is number three. ASVAB is basically the test that you take that would determine the job that you are qualified for. So I recommend taking those jobs seriously because once again, it's going to tell the job that you are qualified for. So do not stress too much, but at the same time, take it seriously. Now, let's say you pass ASVAB. Maybe you got the score you wanted, maybe you didn't, Well, let's say you got moved to that point, you pass the ASVAB. Now, for the next step is you are going to go to MEPS. MEPS is basically they review your entire history. I'm talking, they might ask you, oh yeah, when you're 5 years old, did you remember falling? Is that how you got the scarf and that and that? I don't know. Your recruiter will help you with that. Now, for also MEPS, they're gonna you're gonna get drug tested, like pee. The might. I think that I don't know if they did blood work. I don't remember, but just your physical being, just to make sure that, hey, this person is good to go, right? Do not be scared. I'm pretty sure some of us are still traumatized. I still am. I'm not going to go too much detail about MEPS. You will find out once we get there. Now, the next step, let's say you got the green lights at MEPS, right? You're good and stuff like that. Now you're going to choose your job, right? You got the score. Once again, your score test is out. Now, okay, based upon your recruiter also is going to be helping you throughout the entire process, right? So based upon the score you got, those are the job that's going to be available for you. So now, when you are given the list of jobs that your score qualify for, I definitely recommend taking your time, do research on those jobs. Don't just be like, oh man, this job title sounds so cool. Now in the Army, even though we have our specific MOS, doesn't mean you always end up doing your job. Anyway, getting sidetracked out here. So your recruiter showed you the list of the jobs that you qualify for. Once you get those, I definitely recommend, please go do research. Go do research on each job and find what actually it's a fit for you. You're going to swear in, which brings me to the next step. Swear in. Just basically you raising your right hand, saying, I blah 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 swear to. But yeah, you're gonna swear in, to serve your country. So after you swear, not funny story, but fun fact. My dad actually swore me in. When I was at MEPS, he took me to MEPS to swear in, and I think at that time he was the one who took me because he just got off work, and we didn't have time for him to go change and stuff like that. So he just stayed in his uniform, and he took me to MEPS. And he just asked whoever, I think it was my recruiter who was going to swear me in. My dad asked, hey, when I was about to swear, my dad was like, hey, can I swear her? It was actually cool, having your dad swearing me. But anyway, back to the point. So you're going to swear, you're going to, raise your hand, then you promise. It's a promise that you make. It's a commitment, yeah. Oh, yeah. Back to doing research. I kind of forgot about this part. When you do research, so there is with the Army, right? There is a National Guard, there is reserved, and there is active duty, right? Once again, do research about those. Like, hey, maybe I should go active duty. Hey, maybe I should do reserves. Hey, maybe I should do a National Guard. Just find what is for you. All right, back to swearing. After you swearing, you are going to get your shipping date. Just the date basically saying you are ready to. Now, let me not scare you. Once you get your shipping date, doesn't mean you're leaving like immediately. Nah, you're not leaving, right? You proceed to move forward after a MEPS clears you. MEPS is going to be the one that says, hey, this person is good to, proceed to the next level. If you don't pass MEPS, you got to do what you got to do to make sure that you pass MEPS. Now, back into the shipping date, you're going to actually get shipping dates when you're going to find out when you're actually going to be shipped out. It can be within a month, 2 months, 3 months, depending on what date you get, right? So let's say you got your shipping date, and while you're waiting, don't just sit and not do anything, right? So, I mean, there's some people who are just like physically fit, they're good at running. If you're one of those people, I got nothing for you. But now, this for my people who struggles with running, maybe doing push-ups, anything physical related, physical activity related, right? While waiting to get shipped out, maybe twice a week, right? Go on a small run, just get out of bed, do some 5 to 10 push-ups. So this is just basic to get your body used to the endurance, I should say, right? So this is kind of help you. So once you're a basic training and you're doing those physical activities, your body's just gonna be like, what are you doing to me? Right? Just get better at running, especially running. Just get better at running, and with time your entire body will get adjusted. The last step is you actually, like I already talked about the physical part. It's actually you getting shipped to basic training. Basic training, I think it's about 10 weeks. I guess it's not that bad. I did talk about basic trainings before in my past video. If you want to go check it out, hear things. Oh yeah, in that video I talked about what to bring, what not to bring. So I hope that will help you guys out. But basic training, have fun. I will always say this: do not take anything personal. Nothing. I did not realize that my voice was not actually recording until I was editing the video. But what I was saying is to not take anything personal. The drill sergeants are there to help you become a better soldier in the military community. All right, guys. So thanks for watching once again. If you have any questions or anything you want me to talk about, you can always let me know. Until next time. Bye.